Two new earthquakes, watching that very carefully. Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, and thank you for subscribing. Let's get to this. This one yesterday, 4.4 in magnitude. It was pretty far deep down near Dominica, Martinique, Guadeloupe. May have even felt it in parts of St. Lucia. This is the same spot we had that other quake. I want to touch on this area further in just a second because we've had multiple quakes now in this same spot. Then we lift to the north last night, or early this morning, if you will, a new quake. And I was watching your comments. Thank you for leaving your comments if you've been feeling any of the shaking. This one just to the east of the British Virgin Islands, really felt it in Anguilla and St. Martin. This one 4.2 in magnitude, which is generally okay. Once you get over 5, if you have a quake that's over 5 in magnitude and kind of shallow or near the surface, that could start to lead to some more problems as far as damage goes. This one was 4.2, so generally okay, but not super deep for the most part, about 31 miles down or 50 kilometers down, and that's why this may have woken you up. So this is another quake. So we've had two new quakes that I've been watching over the last really 24 hours. Now back to this spot in Dominica, this is where we've had the back-to-back quakes. Again, that new one yesterday, 4.4, but that follows the 5.0 in magnitude. So this seems to be a little bit of a hot spot again. Nothing really too terribly high in magnitude, but keeping an eye in this area. And one of the reasons why is we have this plate boundary, which is a convergent plate boundary. What does that mean? Well, that means things are coming together in this area. There's different types of earthquakes. The convergent boundary, which this is where two plates are coming together. And usually that could cause more problems if you get a kind of a bigger quake because you have one plate lifting over another. So you get that lift up, and that could cause some issues maybe with a tsunami. Not the case that we've been seeing with the last two, but also sometimes you could typically get some bigger quakes out of that convergent plate boundary. So two quakes in that area, and that's what I'm watching. But with that said, these quakes that we've had near Dominica, felt in St. Lucia, they've been more on the intermediate side as far as how deep down they are. So some of us haven't even felt them at all. The quake we had by St. Martin, that one was on the shallower side, again, about 30 miles down. That one was shallower, and that's why a lot of us in Anguilla, St. Martin, we felt it last night. So the depth is important. Now, I mentioned that other quake we had, 5.0 in magnitude, in the same spot of Dominica, Martinique, and St. Lucia. That one was just a couple days ago, early on Tuesday. So this seems to be a hot spot. The cluster of quakes we've had in earthquakes, still a little bit of shaking as always, but that hasn't been as pronounced. But watching that new quake as well back near Anguilla and St. Martin, we haven't had any tsunami issues with that. Now I want to show you a front that is going to be moving in and changing things. We have one that is just clearing Bermuda. We zoom down the tail end of that, trying to clip us by in the northern Caribbean, but a new system is developing back into the United States. I want to show you that in a moment, how two areas are coming together. Now for today in the Caribbean, spotty showers will be possible. I'll break that down ahead with your 3-day forecast in just a moment. Costa Rica, Panama, hit or miss showers, and then hit or miss Haiti, Dominican Republic, back through Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, but the rain chance not too high. But watching that front, that'll move by the Gulf and kind of clip by Florida and the Bahamas as we get into the weekend. So Saturday, some spotty showers around Suriname. It's going to pick up a little bit as we get into the weekend with that better chance of rain. Now here's the bigger picture. So one front moving to the east of Bermuda here, still giving us some snow showers in the Atlantic region of Canada. But look at this, the moisture Mexico, Texas building, Louisiana and Texas. I'll show you those rain totals in a moment. They're going to be high. This area plunges in, this area plunges in as well. So you kind of got two pieces of this coming together across the U.S. This here is by Friday, still that rain tomorrow, Texas and Louisiana. That's why there's going to be some higher rain totals in spots. For the most part, this stays to the north of us in the Caribbean. And then as we get into Saturday, you see this front over the Tennessee River Valley, but that other piece of it clipping by the Atlantic region of Canada and parts of New England as we get into the weekend forecast. And then by Sunday, you see this lifting up toward Ontario, Quebec with some snow, some rain on the south side of it, even some stronger storms, southern United States possible as we get into Sunday. Now, the seas are going to start to get elevated. Gulf, Caribbean, Atlantic, right? Things are going to start to build with both of these systems moving across the United States. You see things kind of popping up in the water where we're running at about 2 to 3 meters. This here's on Saturday. So Saturday, tomorrow things are going to be building on our Friday, then Saturday and Sunday all of the waters, for the most part, are going to be on the choppier side or rougher side. So giving you that heads up as we get into the weekend. Now here's Bermuda, that front cleared just off toward the east. Still some snow showers today, may catch some in Newfoundland, and then we start to see these pieces, these two areas starting to move in on Saturday. Here's that first piece right through here, some rain and some snow as we get back toward parts of New England, and here's that second system coming across the Great Lakes, mainly rain in spots, but on the north side clipping by with some snow, Wisconsin and Michigan, and then eventually this moves again back toward New England, and then as we get into Sunday night and Monday, moving into the Atlantic region of Canada. So a couple back-to-back systems that we're watching. As far as rain totals go, Bahamas, we're not looking at anything too high with that front now off to the east, but Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, eastern Cuba, we may get a couple downpours in spots, right? If we do, that would give us over an inch of rain or over 25 millimeters of rain. Elsewhere, it's just not high, passing showers. So if you get some showers, for the most part, it's going to be less than an inch of rain, less than 25 millimeters of rain, maybe only about 5 millimeters, getting brushed by a shower. Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, time of the year where a lot of us need the rain. We don't have a whole lot, but watching Suriname as that rain chance will be building in a few days. Still some scattered showers, Costa Rica, Panama. We did have a couple yesterday in Belize and Honduras, and we could see a few around again for today. But look at these higher totals. We'll get some spots, 4 to 6 inches of rain, maybe potentially more. Coastal sections of Texas, back toward Louisiana, and then northeastern sections of Mexico. As this moisture kind of feeds in from the Pacific, very high rain totals. That'll lead to some flooding issues, in particular in parts of Texas. So 40, maybe 50% chance of some scattered showers for us in Jamaica, Cayman Islands, 20 to 30% chance. It's not high. We need some rain. It stays low. Rain chance staying on the low side for us over by Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Barbados, 30% chance of a shower today. In the next 2 days in St. Lucia, rain chance holding at 30%. 20 to 30% in Grenada. Could get a couple showers today. St. Vincent of the Grenadines, still generally that isolated chance. We do that again as we work our way into Martinique. 20 to 30% chance in Dominica, of course, monitoring some of the shaking we've had nearby. Guadeloupe, 20 to 30% chance. 30% chance today, Antigua, Barbuda. We're going to generally have a lot of sunshine this weekend, but the seas will be a bit elevated. St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat, rain chance about 30% today and a 30% chance the next 2 days. Anguilla and St. Bart's. Rain chance stays isolated. St. Martin, Saba, and Statia could see a couple more showers today, even a thunderstorm possible. Watch out for a few downpours around in parts of Puerto Rico and back toward the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. Then we swing back toward the Bahamas. We're mainly dry. May see a couple showers, southern Bahamas back through the Turks and Caicos. 40 to 50% chance of scattered showers and a few thunderstorms working our way back through the Dominican Republic leading into the weekend. Haiti, we have about a 30% chance of a shower for today. 30 to 40% chance the next 2 days in Belize. Mainly dry still in Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. Rain chance staying very limited. 30 to 40% chance as we get toward Guyana. But look at Suriname, how that rain chance starts to build up to a 50% chance on Saturday. Rain chance staying limited in Cuba. Best chance will be eastern sections. 30 to 40% chance of scattered showers, Costa Rica and Panama. Nicaragua, 30 to 40% chance, and about a 40% chance the next couple days. Couple scattered showers, Honduras, including the islands. 20 to 30% chance, Guatemala and El Salvador. Mexico City, we're mainly dry. A lot of that action shifting up to northeast Mexico and Texas. Yucatan Peninsula, rain chance staying low. Stays low as well. Northern Colombia, about a 20 to 30% chance in northern Venezuela. And in Bermuda, that front has moved off toward the east. So lots to watch, of course, monitoring these earthquake areas, the couple of new earthquakes that we've had, new system building in the United States. So keep an eye on some areas of rain, and in upcoming videos, I want to highlight the upcoming hurricane season, watching the water temperatures carefully. We'll be covering that as well together. So thank you for being part of this weather community. Have a wonderful day ahead.